Hey guys, it's Phantom Texas and here back again with another Phantom Texas in a video. I was actually supposed to record this video like hours ago, but I didn't. It was really thunderstormy. Now it's just a little bit of light rain, and plus I was on Discord chatting with you guys, or at least with some of my friends. But I'm here with tea. I replaced that ugly, musty, crusty, musty ass coffee that tasted like mushrooms on the feeling of my freaking throat with some mint tea. For the Brazilians out there, chá de hortelã. And today I bring you 2003 Leo Center first date ? Why the question mark? Because it's kind of a first date. Because since I didn't even start the 2003 Leo one, just like 2003 Donnie, you guys already knew each other, so that's how we're gonna start this off. But my Instagram, Discord, link server, wattpad, and the songs that I use will all be in the description below. I hope I don't speak too low. I will be speaking just like I did in my 2012 Leo X listener, and I hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna start this off just like Donnie. There won't be much narrating of me in this, but I hope you guys enjoy anyway. After Leo saved you from the Krang, you guys became friends. Started to train a lot so you could protect yourself. Leo started having feelings for you, but he was too scared to tell, so he kept it a secret. And the only reason why he pushed so hard on you when it came to training was because he was doing it in the name of love. So when you were outside without him, or either he was busy doing patrolling, you would know how to protect yourself. You were tired. You took a break and got a glass of water and said, "Leo, do you have to be so harsh on me when it comes to training?" He replied, "Like I said, I'm hard on you because it's for your own good. There is no reasoning. Now come on, you still got a few push-ups to do." You sighed with a small groan. He says, okay, we'll take a break. Come here." He patted the seat next to him. You sat down, relieved. He says, "Well, you look relieved." And you say, "Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? I'm finally getting a break off of those katanas, push-ups, sit-ups, and etc. Oh, I bet Mikey would feel the same way." He chuckled. Of course he would. He isn't lazy, but he sure is cheerful when it comes to training. Take a sip of this tea. But yes, he gets tired easily. He smiled. His smile always made you blush. Even though it might have looked like he had white eyes when he wore his mask, when he took it off, you saw his beautiful blue eyes. In my 2003 AU, he still has the blue eyes. And you say, "Leo, why don't you take off your mask? We're taking a break, so it must kind of, be a pain." He looked like he was raising an eyebrow. "A pain?" he questioned confusingly. "Not really. It just kind of gets a little annoying, but I see your point." He took his mask off carefully, and you saw his blue eyes, making you blush slightly. He smiled. "That's better." You gently placed your hand on his cheek. He leaned into your touch and said, "Well, that's it for today, right? Well, I'll let you head off home. It's almost midnight. You've been training all day. I'll see you next week?" he questioned. You nod and say, "I'll see you next week. Or I could come to hang out tomorrow." He says, "Sounds like a plan. Before you come to the lair, or after, could we maybe take a stroll in Central Park, 7:30, if that's good for you?" You say, "That's a little early, but that'd be just fine." He smiled and helped you up. "Alright, I'll see you tomorrow." You smiled, climbing up the stairs. "See you tomorrow." It was about 5, or at least 4. You were thinking of Leo. And you ask yourself, why did he ask me out, quote unquote? You did to yourself looking at your cat. Excuse me. And back. Take a sip of this tea. Actually, the only reason I paused like 3 times already is because 1, I had to excuse myself. 3, I thought about getting some more tea and actually did. And then number 3 or 4, I sneezed. But anyway, you looked at your cat and said, what do you think? They tilted their head, saying nothing but a simple meow. You pretended to know what they said and said, What if he's asking me out? What if he feels the same way? Should I wear casual or fancy? Your cat seemed like it was nodding no to both. You say, then what should I go? Like in a casual fancy kind of style? Your cat gave a hiss. Okay, not casual fancy. How about, simple kind of flower? Still no, he hissed. Ooh, hoodies? He looked like he was saying in his eyes, it suits you, but don't go way too casual. You say, okay, hoodie it is, then how about ripped jeans? He looked at you with some sort of bleh face. Okay. Pants it is then. How about some simple all-star shoes? Your cat meowed, softly, like he was agreeing. You say, thanks, Fluffball. You always help. You smile gently. Put on your shoes. Well, before you did, you took a shower. You put on your shoes and get yourself a few things in your small little messenger bag in case you guys were having a picnic. And you guys were having a picnic. Before you went there, he actually texted you from his T-phone and said, hey, I forgot to tell you this yesterday, but it's a picnic. You don't have to bring anything. I already set up everything. You actually only had a few energy drinks in your bag anyway. Maybe a few sweets. You showed up. It was Leo sitting there underneath a cherry blossom tree. Who knows if there are cherry blossom trees in Central Park? Underneath a cherry blossom tree, staring at the lake. He noticed your presence and said, oh, hey, listener. I'm glad to see you. Take a sip of this tea. Delicious. You said, well, why wouldn't I show up? You sat next to him. So, what do we have for lunch today? You casually gave a small, goofy little grin. He says, well, I wouldn't say I'm the best cook. I'd say Raph does his best, but, we have a few sandwiches. Of course, I brought pizza, champagne. You raised your eyebrow and looked a little shocked and said, champagne? Where'd you get that from? You said, apple cider champagne. I got it from April. You chuckled and said, oh, of course. April basically has everything. You took your hood off, revealing your beautiful hair. I bet it's beautiful. He blushed slightly and said, can I do something real quick? Or test something at least, with your permission? You say, of course. What is it? He gently ran his fingers through your hair, trying to comfort you, or it seemed like he was trying to comfort you. You leaned into his touch and said, that's nice, actually. He blushed even more, like 50 shades of red. You say, Leo, are you okay? You look a little red. He says, taking his hand off. No, I'm fine. Here. He passed you a little glass of champagne. Fancy cups, by the way. Glasses, I mean. He says, he didn't know what to say. You chuckled and you say, oh, you're such a dork sometimes, Leo. You know you could just say it, right? You gently lift his chin in a little playful way. He said, I the only reason I called you to this picnic is that I he looked away slightly and thought to himself, come on, Leo, just do it. They're right there. Courage, Leo. Snap out of it. He looked back. Your faces were a few inches away, but he ended up doing it anyway. He leaned in close and kissed you. You didn't back away or try to fight it. All you did was lean in too and deepen the kiss. You two backed away for air, and he looked red and said, I like you, listener, okay? I really do. This is a date. I was asking you out yesterday. I just wanted to seem like I wanted to hang out. He played with his hands, looking down. You cupped his face, make him look at you. You say, I knew you were asking me out, dummy. I just didn't want to make it seem like I would deny it or make it seem like I was blind to your feelings. I could clearly tell, you know. He blushed again and said, then why didn't you say anything? He went all soft and mushy. You say, well, because I wasn't sure either. I feel the same. I also have feelings for you. Deep feelings, Leo. And I didn't know if you felt the same. So, I overheard a conversation with you and your brothers talking about me and how you felt. I kept that a secret for a long time. His eyes widened and said, you heard that? Oh, that's so embarrassing. I apologize. You cut him off right as he said apologize and gave him another kiss. Kissed you back, and you two smiled at each other. You say, just know that I'm not your partner, you cute little dork. He smiled again. You slowly and gently took his mask off, looking at his blue eyes, and said, you know, I always wanted to give you this compliment, but you have beautiful eyes. They're very shimmery and catch my attention every time. That's why I like seeing you without your mask. He chuckled and said, you know you have pretty eyes too. He smirked. You blushed and said, thank you. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys didn't hear anything in the background as like talking or like loud noises, because my grandparents are awake and I'm like whispering just so they can hear their prayer. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I didn't mess up a little too much. My Instagram, Discord links are wattpad, and the songs that I use will be in the description below. Take another sip of this tea because tea is absolutely delicious. Gonna take a long ass sip of this. Delicious. But I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope we can get to 4K one day, or maybe to 5K in 2023. And I'll see you guys maybe in our next 2012 or 2003 video. Bye.